All right, y'all, we're back with Scout Chef Kitchen. Again, I have my assistant with me. What's your name?
MJ.
And what are we doing today?
Scout Chef Kitchen.
Okay, so today we're gonna do the peach cobbler. So I blogged about it, it's on our blog if you wanna check that out, scoutshop.org/blog. We are going to film, it's windy today and I'm eating my hair already. We're gonna film the peach cobbler part of this. So come on in so you can see what we've got here. There's 2 steps to making this. First, we start with the peaches and cooking that, and then we'll make the dough part of the cobbler in a second. So the first thing we're gonna do is take and add, MJ, can you pour this into the peaches? Yeah.
But what is this?
That is maple syrup. So that is about...
I like maple syrup.
Me too. I'm sure everybody watching it does too. So maple syrup first. It actually called for a regular sugar. And then I swapped it out because I love the taste of maple syrup. So I thought that was great. And then we're going to pour in spices. So this is nutmeg, cinnamon, and some salt. Throw that in there, MJ.
Okay.
Right into there. Okay. Give it a pat, 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 pat. Great. And next, you, MJ, are going to start stirring carefully. And then it needs 1 tablespoon of the flour. So throw that in there. And she's going to stir that up. And while she's assistant is stirring that up, we're going to start. So if you haven't been on here before, we are using the GCI Outdoor Master Cook Station. It is epic. At night, it's got this little thing that you can draw it up, hang a lantern on it. It's going to be great when we go camping. And we're going to use the Camp Chef 2-burner stove today. Hooked up to... Oh, did you stir it up really well? Can you keep going so that the cinnamon's all fully stirred up in there? Thank you. So we're gonna get this Camp Chef 2-burner stove started. And there we go. So on here, come on in close so you can see what we've got going on. On here, we've got some butter melting. I'm gonna pull this back a little bit and I'm gonna turn the heat down to medium for right now while the butter melts, just so we can get that cranked up and going. And then I'll turn it down to low. So assistant sous chef, how's this going?
Good.
Yeah, that looks really well stirred. Thank you. So y'all, I wrote the recipe, or I took that recipe, and it originally called for 10 ounces, which is like 1 small bag of frozen peaches. I'm gonna try this out. Total disclosure, I haven't tried it with this many peaches. I took it, I did 2 bags because I really wanted some extra good peachy goodness in there. So we'll see what happens.
Are we gonna have this for dinner?
Yeah, we can have it for a snack today if you want.
Yeah. I bet it's gonna be good after.
It's gonna be super, super, super good. So let's take this, get the butter all melted, make sure that's good. So I'm just taking and melting some butter into the cast iron pan. If you don't have a cast iron pan, we sell them. Lucky you. All right, so now I'm gonna dump the peaches that are already thawed and mixed by my amazing sous chef. Right, MJ? Good, good talk. Oh, step back, careful. And I'm gonna add those to my buttered skillet. See, I like the way that looks a little better. So I had originally done 1 bag, and now I'm gonna try 2 bags and see how this goes. I wanted it to be a little bit peachier than what I tried out last time. So we are going, yes ma'am.
This smells yummy.
It does smell yummy. Who doesn't love cinnamon, peaches, nutmeg? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna cover this and let this simmer and cook for probably about 10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on if your peaches are fully unthawed or not. We'll find out. And then we'll be back for the next part of this recipe. So this has been simmering for a couple seconds, and by seconds I totally mean minutes. I'm going to now add some pats of butter. Original recipe called for about 1 tablespoon. I'm not gonna lie, I upped that to 2. So total, I had 1 tablespoon that melted at the bottom. This is 2 tablespoons that I'm just kind of placing around that'll melt on top. There's that, and then I'm gonna cover that back up. And now we're gonna, while that's still simmering, maybe keep it on low, perfect. We're gonna start on the dough. So MJ, sous chef, if you weren't here before, sous chef, will you put the flour in there? Yep. And then next up, will you throw the sugar in there?
What sugar is this?
That's the sugar, yep. Just dump it on, yeah. Put that in there. And next, will you put the baking powder in there? Sweet, great. Next up, we're gonna create a little well, stir that up nice and well. Now we're gonna make a little well in the center, add the, yep, you got it, girl, heavy cream. And again, y'all can catch the full recipe of this on the blog, scoutshop.org/blog. And then lastly, the melted butter. So a little bit more butter. That's how you know it's good, y'all, if you've got some heavy whipping cream and butter in there. And now we're gonna just stir up that dough. Stir, stir, stir. How's that look, MJ?
Good.
And because I forgot to bring a spoon out here, we're stirring with my tablespoon measurer, which, you know, use what you got and all that. Perfect. And I don't know how I would do this without my Master Cook Station. This thing is epic and awesome. Love this thing. All right, dough is complete. In a few, we are going to add, so when that peach cobbler, or that the peaches have been melted or cooked down a little bit and combined, then we will add and plop the dough right on top of that. So now it's just a waiting game and see what we got. We have let this simmer for probably about 10 minutes, right? I have just stirred it a couple seconds ago, so you can see, just kind of using my spatula to make sure it is all stirred up and ready to go. You can see how it's thickened a bit and it is super ready. Now, hey sous chef, will you come over here? Thank you. You're gonna hold this bowl and I'm going to dollop the dough. Remember, we just made this dough? We're gonna dollop dough right on top. So small little dollops right on top. How good does that look, MJ?
Good.
How does it smell?
Good.
Oh, I knew it. I'm gonna nail this, y'all. So dough right on top. So part of my goal around adding extra peaches was I wanted the dough to sit more on top. Oh, thank you. I wanted the dough to sit more on top. I felt like when I made it last time, it kind of touched the bottom and it ended up burning a little bit. And I was like, you know what? If I had more peaches, I'm gonna hold this real quick. If I had more peaches, then it would hold the dough up better. So 10-inch pan, 20 ounces of frozen peaches that were almost thawed. And now we've got this. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know if anybody else talks to themselves when they are cooking. Throw that all in there, good to go. And so I'm gonna cover this. Original recipe called that you put this on the grill, that you throw this on the grill. I've adapted it so that we can use the 2-burner stove, because it's not often that you have a grill, or all the time that you have a grill when you're out camping. So 2-burner stove, that's how I've adapted this. And now we'll just cover it. Originally you would cover it with the grill lid and cook it, like let it kind of bake in that way. So it's gonna get a little less brown with the dough, but fully cooked through still. I'm gonna throw the lid back on there. It's gonna squish it down a little bit and we're just gonna let it bake for a little bit. So what I've done probably about every 5 minutes is I've come over and uncovered again. So this recipe normally calls for, you put it on the grill and then you shut the grill lid and let it kind of bake that way. It will turn, these dough balls will turn more brown that way. This way with the lid on it, like I just had it, it doesn't get quite as brown, but it's pretty firm. The dough is pretty firm and cooked through. A little bit damper since we have it covered, obviously, but I've just come and checked on the dough firmness, and I've kind of come around and made sure that nothing's burning or caramelizing. But this, y'all, this is done, and this looks so good.
It looks like a pancake to me.
Like a peach pancake? There you have it. So next up, we're gonna get a video of her trying a bite of it, and she's gonna give us the real truth. You know how kids are. She's gonna give us the truth on how this really tastes.
Because it's yummy. It looks yummy.
You think it looks yummy? All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready to taste test it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So done. This is good. Just spooned a little bit out for our master taste tester. All right, small bite because it's still a little bit warm, okay? Is it good?
Mhm.
You like it?
Mhm.
Y'all, there you have it. You know it's good if the kid says it's good. So, in conclusion, we have now cooked peach cobbler on Scout Chef Kitchen today. If you want the recipe, go to our blog, scoutchef.org/blog, and you'll see it on there. It's under the 3 summer skillet meals. It's in that blog. And we can't wait to see your pictures. Make sure you share them with us. And videos of you making them too. Makes her dance. Videos of you making them too. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with Scout Chef Kitchen another time. Bye.
I made all of it.
Oh, you're gonna eat all of it?
Mhm.